Starting off, this ship has 4 MFDs in fantastic locations. These 2 you can see while you're actually piloting the ship, and this easy to see radar, which is in a fantastic location while dogfighting. Next, this ship has good power distribution, but in order to get all power to the guns, you still gotta take 1 pip out of each of the coolers and take everything out of your engines. Once power's been distributed as shown, this gives each repeater 188 to 200 shots per side, and this is just an absolute ton of firepower for the pilot. Moving on from the pilot, we are moving back to the gunner seat now. This has 4 MFDs like the pilot and a radar, so it has a fantastic loadout with that. It is equipped with 4 size 3 CF repeaters, and with the power distributed like we saw before, this too has 188 to 200 shots per repeater. With the power fully distributed to the guns, this ship puts out 2046 damage per second, which exceeds or matches all other heavy fighters and all other medium fighters in the game currently as of patch 4.5. Next, just throwing up some combat footage over an OLP, we will be talking about maneuverability, which is 46, 37, 130, unboosted, and 55, 44, 156 boosted, which the ship doesn't feel fast and isn't super fast, but it feels like it is plenty maneuverable for the heavy fighter role that it fills. And having that gunner seat occupied does make up for the lack of maneuverability a little bit by being able to cover behind you or adding extra firepower to what is in front of you. Next, since 4.5 brought engineering, I'm going to go over the stock loadout and what parts I would change and add to add a little bit more value to this ship. So the stock components are as follows. Here on screen, I put them up for you guys to be able to read on your own. Then here is my suggested list of components to put onto your Anvil Hurricane. I've chosen all these components for their ease of finding, with the power plants and coolers and quantum drive being able to be commonly found at OLP's contested zones as well as on other ships, and the shield generator for giving you the max amount of shields, easily available at most ship component shops in the game. So my final thoughts on this ship. To me, it's one of the best heavy fighters in the game that you can bring a gunner or one of your friends along with you. It's a combination of huge capacitors for repeaters and the amount of firepower with the 2 size 4s and the 4 size 3s that the gunner has makes it a contender for almost every single situation. Some might argue the square piece is better, but for me, this is my favorite heavy fighter and one I will continue to come back to. So to give this a number rating, I would give this ship a solid 8 out of 10 for me. There's little things that can be fixed, but in its current state, it's more than usable.